Welcome to the Fuller Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording, and it is 3:54 p.m. That is Central Time, and today is November 10th. Well, today we had a strong rebound on Wall Street, and the Nasdaq was up over 500 points. At one point today, the Dow Jones was actually in negative territory, but then it finished up over 300 points, and it was led higher by Nvidia. So that's a strong reaction to the promise that the government shutdown in the USA will pretty much be over by the end of the week. And then I think it's also rather important to emphasize just how much of a reaction we had in the precious metal markets. We had a very strong rebound in gold and silver. Silver was up over $2. So that's a lot of short covering. And I think when we think about what's going on, well, the detail of the government shutdown agreement, or at least the agreement to end it, is probably a good part of the reason why. There's no question that in reaction to the end of the shutdown, the Treasury will be issuing more Treasury bills, and they will have to increase the debt load. And of course, issuing more debt on the back of that is part and parcel of the agreement. And normally that would have an impact on the Treasury market. And on this occasion, we didn't have a big move in Treasuries. In fact, the 10-year yield barely moved at all. So a good part of the reason for that is that a lot of the demands that the Republican Party were making and decided that they were not going to budge on, well, they didn't end up budging on them. And most particularly, that has taken a toll on the health insurers. So, Molina Health Insurance, or healthcare, it extended its decline. This is a profound downtrend, and the share has more than halved since peaking in 2024. I remember David Fuller, he had a sort of a moral aversion to investing in banking shares. He thought that banks were inherently amoral. And I don't think that banks are inherently immoral, although certainly we've seen some pretty nefarious activity from banks over the years. On the other hand, I would be of the opinion that health insurers are amoral, that they profit from extracting the most possible they can from subscribers and giving back the least possible that they can. And